Hello everyone's I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. I am here for my review of Real Housewives of Potomac Season 5 Episode 13. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you're one of my peoples, welcome back. Now you guys, before we get into this review, this episode gave me a little clarity on some things. Now I was like, okay, maybe this is why this is going on and why this person is acting like this towards this person. Okay, but we're gonna get to that a little bit later. Giselle, she over here looking for rings. She believes that since she and Jamal are back together, the next stop is marriage. Now, I just don't see the connection between these two. I really don't. And when they're together, he doesn't seem like he has a lot to say. It's like he's shy, like he never been in front of the camera before. But I was like, I don't know. This seems so much like a storyline plot. Now, has she got Jamal to, if this is just for a storyline, I don't know how she convinced Jamal to go along with it, but their chemistry, it does not look right. But she's not there looking for rings for herself. She's there to help Juan pick out a ring for Robin. Now, Juan, he is not trying to spend an outrageous amount of money, which I don't blame him. He's like, I'm not trying to spend $60,000 on a ring. I'm trying to in the $10,000 range, Like, I didn't want the blinkiest ring either. Like, I've told this story before. My husband, he had told me before he engaged that he was getting an engagement ring. He asked me my size, but I was going off a size that wasn't actually my size, and that was my bad. And he put it on layaway. So the day he did propose, he just went that day and got a ring. And he was like, yeah, I just picked it up today. I totally forgot that he had a ring on layaway. He was going to wait to surprise me on our wedding day. But then, after I wore the temporary ring for 3 days, he's like, I got you another ring. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I've had it for 3 days. I was like, what? Why didn't you give it to me? So he finally gave it to me, but I had to take it and get it resized. But I love my ring. It seemed so much bigger when I got it, but I do like it. And I got my wedding band that matches to it soldered together so they wouldn't be sliding around. But I mean, I don't want the blingiest and flashiest ring. Like, where am I going with this on? And somebody gonna come up and knock me upside my head trying to get the ring. So no, I mean, they could still do that now, but yeah, I'm not trying to have no doggone $50 million ring on my finger. No ma'am, I am fine. That's what gets me when your friend is helping your dude pick out you the ring. They trying to get you the most expensive ring and looking at your dude sideways when he not trying to spend that much money. Because we can put that money elsewhere, like getting a house, something like that. So y'all, Monique says she is stressed because of the low ticket sales and everything that's going on. So she's going to have to come out of pocket for this podcast. Now she's talking about she is embarrassed and she feels bad about the fight. Now this is when Chris's goddaddy, who was the mediator between these two, every time she having to get into an argument with Chris, we go to Chris's goddaddy because he is the voice of reason. He also says that there was underlying reasons that caused her to react the way she did. Now I've said that, several YouTubers said that, her pastor said that, now Chris's goddaddy is saying that. Now, I don't know if it's because, Candace filed charges that she's singing a new tune or what, because I'm not embarrassed. I don't feel remorseful. When the pastor came along, it was like she was trying to justify why, she got into it with Candace. And when he was like, yeah, you've been fighting for a long time. This isn't the first time. It probably won't be the last time. But y'all, I'm paraphrasing. So he was he basically told her she was dead wrong. A lot of people are saying that, but then we have a few people talking about Candace provoked her, and Candace shouldn't have did this, and Candace shouldn't have did that. No, Candace getting in her face and mocking her was no reason for the girl to get attacked. And you're not going to convince me otherwise. And because, she was all over social media, and she was enjoying the people having her back about fighting Candace. So now all of a sudden, you feel bad, you embarrassed, you remorseful for what's going on. But it was before then, before charges were filed, and you talk to your past, it was like, yep, I did it, I do it again. People on social media high five Monique for stopping Candace. She's like, yes, that's your girl, all of these things. And now charges been filed, pastor looking at you sideways. Now it's like, ooh, maybe I did cross the line over there. It wasn't even her fault, which makes it even worse that it's not her fault, but you still gonna stand in it. It was her fault and I fault you. She provoked me. Even I know I took all my anger out on her. I'm not gonna admit that because she provoked me. Now, I believe the therapist's name was Ava Laura, but I was just distracted by her head wrap. It was so beautiful. Now, y'all, I cannot tell you how many times I've tried to, wrap my hair up in a hair wrap. How many YouTube videos that I done watched and tried to do it and just could not get it together. But her hair wrap was everything. Now, Karen and Ray, they get to the therapist, and Ray, he's skeptical of therapy, like a lot of older people. Like, they still like therapy. You don't need therapy. You need to go to church. I was like, yeah, you go to church too, talk to the Lord, but you need to go to a therapist as well, because they can break down to you what is wrong. Why are you feeling these? Why are you feeling these? They can break down the reason you are feeling certain ways. Y'all, I don't know why that took me doggone a good 15 seconds to get that out. I really don't know. But Ray says he is on his third retirement, and Karen, she's just, starting her businesses. Now, Karen, she talked about something, well, I gave you half of my money when you was going through your tax problems. I just want the same support that I gave you. I want that reciprocated. And he's like, he thanks her for holding things down and being there for him when he needed her. And like he said, he gonna try to do better. And like I hope that they do better. Like, I didn't know this was Ray's third retirement that he was going through. I just thought it was his first retirement. But retirement, either way, he's tired. And maybe like he not trying to be on camera all the time, filming all the time. Like, Karen, just let Ray just relax and chill. When you gotta go out of town, let Ray come. He stay at the hotel and chill at the hotel. Then once it's over, y'all just chill together. You don't have to carry him from each business meeting to business meeting. Just have him there and support being with you. He don't have to go from business meeting to business meeting. Ray, I need a business trip in 2 weeks. I would like you to come with me. You do not have to come to the building that I'm going to. You can stay at the hotel until I get back. We can have lunch and spend time together. Something like that, y'all. Now, we're moving over to Monique's podcast. Ashley, she is the only one that showed up. Monique invited Karen. She invited Giselle, Robin, and Wendy. Wendy was like, you know what? After the way you was acting, I don't feel comfortable coming to your event. But thank you for asking. Basically, that's what everybody else said. But before the event starts, Ashley, I really said Ashley. Ashley lets Monique know that Karen and Candace talking. Karen told Candace, if it had been me, I would have pressed charges against you. Now, mind you, this is the second time this season, and it's may have been even more times this season that Ashley then went up to Monique and was like, well, girl, this, that, and the third happened. Getting Monique all riled up and potentially causing more drama and potentially, separating and causing friction amongst friends. Because remember, Ashley is the one who hop, skipped, and ran and went and told Monique that when Monique and what's her name? Monique and Candace weren't speaking to each other, that Candace made it an effort to go. She went all the way out of her way, y'all, to go befriend Charisse. Now, this season, Monique having all these feelings about Charisse. Oh, this is supposed to be my friend, and you done went and did this. You done went behind my back and befriended this girl. But some of the other ladies like, Sharice and Candace been friends. Sharice was invited to Candace's wedding last season, but she wasn't able to come because she had a prior engagement. Like, all these girls know each other by friending each other on the show. It wasn't like Candace and Sharice had never spoke a day in their life, and soon as Monique and Sharice no longer, well, Monique and Candace are no longer friends, Candace hop, skip, and jump over her and like did everything she could to be friends with Sharice. So it's like Ashley is going around and spilling a little message here and a little message here and sitting back and watching everything go. Because you notice that once Ashley told this to Monique, her whole doggone outlook on Candace changed. It was, yeah, I'm a little bit mad about this. Now it was like, oh, you invite her, but you not only invited her, but you went out of your way to be friends with her. Okay, that's what we're doing. And now that was, you know, the pin in the drop in their friendship to where Monique's attitude towards her changed. But Monique, she's still on this. Candace is always antagonizing people. And I'm like, it's almost a requirement on this show to read people and to be shady towards people. That's almost a requirement on this show. And what really gets me about these shows is they like to pick and choose who can do what and when. If we don't like you, you can't do that. We can do the same thing you're doing, but we're going to judge you and talk about you for doing the same thing. And that would really get on my nerves. But y'all, I'm still trying to figure out how is it that Monique is so cool and buddy with this woman who implied that she was a drunk and was drunk when she got into a car accident and went about telling everybody who would listen about this incident. But she had so much energy for the woman who was mocking her. Ashley, yeah, me and Monique was out and she had like 4 or 5 martinis. And then I look up and her car was wrecked. That seems suspicious. Y'all know Monique always drinking a lot. Yeah, look over, she drinking again. Yeah, Monique, she sure likes to drink. She cool with her. Candace, oh, I'm sleepy. Yes, you sleep. I'm going to fight you. Trying to figure out how you calling me a drunk and I'm out here drunk driving. I'm friends with you. I have your back and you have my back. Person who mocked me, I'm fighting you. So Wendy has this women's empowerment brunching type of situation to, you know, uplift black women in the community and all that good stuff. Monique was not invited because she don't like to uplift black women. She likes to fight them. Wendy's words, and I'm paraphrasing, and they're not mine. And I'm glad that she spoke on voting because, you know, the election is right around the corner. I already did early voting. Now, had it not been a pandemic, it would have went a lot faster. But, you know, we can only have so many people in the room to vote. They made sure everything was up to par. They gave you like a little glove to put on so you can sign your name and so you can use the little voting booth. I appreciated that. It was simple and all that other stuff. And I'm also glad that she spoke on, we just don't need to vote for who the president and vice president is going to be. We need to look at the legislators, the mayors, the governors, you know, the senators, the people who are going to affect like how much money goes into your child's schools and like things like that. Like, how are we going to get these roads fixed? Things like that. Because I'm telling you, here in Houston, there's a road that is bumpy as all get out. And I've been down here for 6 years and it has been the same way since I've been here. Ain't nobody trying to get it fixed, I guess, because we're not speaking to the people who were in charge, legislators and governors and mayors and all that good stuff. But I am glad that she spoke on, we need to get the right people in office and we need to get out here and vote. Now, Karen, y'all, excuse me. I'm telling y'all, it's allergies. It's been cold a few days. It's like I got a cold and allergies going on because it had been cold. It was hot all last week. Then like the last few days, it want to be cold at nighttime, and then it's a little warmer today. Y'all, my immune system don't know what to do. But anyway, y'all ain't even hear about that. Karen and Candace, they sit down and speak, and Candace, she has an issue with the way how Karen has her role in coddling Monique. And Karen tells her the same way I coddled you last season is the same way that I am coddling Monique now. I've told her that I felt that she was wrong and she was messed up for that. But I am not going to turn my back on my friend. And I appreciate Karen for that. But it seems like Karen says one thing when she's around you and not necessarily the same thing when she's around that other person. Now, while this is going on, the other ladies, they're speaking, and the ladies discuss how now Monique is saying how she hasn't been getting any sleep the past year, that she's been taking care of her kids, and Ashley jumps in. Well, I know how it is. Like, I haven't been getting any sleep too, and Winnie hit her with, so have you attacked anybody since you haven't been getting any sleep? Because that seems to be Monique's, reasoning as to why she attacked Candace. She's been exhausted. She's been saying this almost every episode, how tired she is. She's been taking care of her kids. But Wendy has 3 kids under the age of 10, and she has a job outside of the work, and Wendy wasn't out here fighting people, and her daughter was a preemie, so that's added stress. And she hadn't been out here fighting anybody. And I think Monique's issue is she's trying to do it. Now, I'm not talking about the whole fighting thing. I'm talking about her always being tired. And I'm not going to use that as an excuse as to why her and Candace got into it, and when she grabbed her hair and did all that stuff. I'm saying is she built this platform on Not for Lazy Moms. Now she has to live up to that name. Even though she be having maids and she has a husband at home, but I don't see Chris, getting kids together and all that other stuff. She didn't put it out there that I'm not for lazy moms, so I have to do all those things. And as a result for that, she is always tired because of it. Now, Ashley is over talking about I know what kind of person that Monique is, and she has a good heart, because last year when that situation with Michael and that cameraman, things could have gotten real ugly when he accused Michael of grabbing his booty. And I knew that Monique had integrity then, because she didn't blow this into something that it wasn't. And they're looking like, so Monique has integrity because she didn't lie. Now, y'all, this is when I was like, this is starting to make sense. So, because Ashley could have said anything. Oh, Monique was there for me and helping me how to do a good swaddle to keep baby D nice and sleeping, nice and comfortable. Oh, what's a good massage and oil so I can, get his legs strengthened and stuff like that. What is a natural way so I can help him because he's gassy? You could have said things like that, and this is the reason why I'm standing behind Monique and everything that she got going on. But you saying, well, when that stuff happened with Michael, she had enough integrity not to lie. Now, this is when I'm looking like, so it's starting to look like something did happen, and they have the tapes of what happened, and you just have to follow behind what Monique is saying. Because I could not think of any other reason that you would bring up this whole Michael grabbing the cameraman's booty situation to justify Monique having integrity. She has integrity because she didn't lie. And it was like, you're not supposed to lie. That's like saying, oh, he's a good man because he doesn't cheat. I mean, he's not supposed to cheat. But Wendy, she excused herself because, Ashley, you ain't making no sense. So she got integrity because she didn't lie on you and Michael? Okay, you can miss me with that. Now, Wendy, she goes over there to Karen and Candace. And Wendy feels Monique should just admit that she didn't like Candace at that moment for whatever reason, and she took her anger out on her. This is another person who is saying she has misplaced anger. Now, Karen says that there's something wrong with Monique medically. Whitney's like, she feels ain't nothing wrong with Monique because you can't say that you blacked out, but you can recall almost verbatim what went on, and then you run around and telling folks that I'm gonna kill her. The whole blackout situation happened after you was realizing, yeah, this could look bad. So if I say I blacked out, maybe more people will be on my side. But when you jumping all over social media and you and your camp going around and telling what went on, you couldn't have been that blacked out to remember what went on. And now it's like, I remember, but now I blacked out. But now I remember. Like, what is it, Monique? Can somebody please explain that to me? Yeah, I think it's misplaced anger. I'm no doctor, so I can't, diagnose anybody, but I do not believe it is misplaced anger. I believe it is misplaced. I said that wrong. I do believe it is misplaced anger towards Candace, and that's why she popped off. I just don't understand how, like, she has never popped off on anybody else. Actually calling her drunk, her getting all up in Robin's face, her saying she was going to slap Giselle, but Candace, who is supposed to be your good friend, you pop off on her. And I think it all stems from, it was all building up. She's mad about everything else. And then on top of that, Ashley brings in there, well, Candace did everything she could to be friends with Cherise. And that just, like, lit her torch. So, y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on. So when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, you share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.